Hello farmers, and welcome back to American Falls, where I am doing the second harvesting contract from last episode. The first one I pretty much did, got most of it done, but of course we couldn't deliver the grain because I don't have access to the grain mill. But luckily you guys sent in the comments, to get the grain mill on American Falls, you buy the land that it's on, and then you get the grain mill. The land does cost about $60,500, somewhere in there, which we don't have, and plus I already kind of deleted a lot of the crop that we were getting off of that field. So even if I borrowed the money and try to complete the contract, I was deleting it out of the trailer so we can harvest the rest of the field and kind of get the contract done in doing it. So that's gonna be by the wayside. But we are going to collect on the contract. I'm going to cancel it, but I'm going to give me the money for doing the contract. But meanwhile, we are using the equipment from that contract for doing the harvesting in the field that we're currently doing. And I just noticed I was 91% done on delivering the grain off of this field, and we got a good amount of the field left. So I may get a decent amount of oats off of this field. Now I'm trying to figure out, do I want to sell the oats or do I want to build a silo? And then, oh wait, how am I going to do that there? Yeah, I mean, I could build a silo for 10,000. The problem is I don't have 10,000. Well, you say collect on the contract. Well, the problem is if I collect on the contract, I'm borrowing the trailer and the tractor, which means that's going to disappear. So, we'll see. We'll see if I can. We'll see if we can figure it out. Maybe if I collect on this contract first. I think this contract may be worth 9,000. I may be able to do that. I mean, I probably might just want to sell the oats to begin with. I'm going to need the money. Just looking at the calendar, I thought sorghum was harvestable in September and October, but on American Falls here, it's harvestable in August and September. So next month, we might be harvesting our own sorghum field. We do have a harvester. I'm going to have to lease the header. I don't know how much the header it is to lease because I don't have the money to see how much it actually is. It just says I don't have enough money, so I don't know. I'm guessing it's going to be like $4,000, maybe $4,500. I'm going to have to lease a trailer as well. I'm probably going to go with something kind of cheap. We don't have to transport the grain too far. But we'll wait and see. We got to get this harvest done first. But 91% of the oats have been delivered. Okay, I don't have a whole lot here, but it's a good amount. I don't know how much is actually in the combine right now. Thank you, Frank Jr., but you're going to be dismissed. Let's go ahead and put that down and get started harvesting. Actually, we're almost full. I mean, it's not going to give me a full trailer, but probably what's in the combine now will finish the delivery for the contract, and then I get the extra. How much is oats going for currently here? I can't go to my stock market page because technically I don't have any oats. Let's see, we are in July. Yeah, of course. So 437 is about the cheapest that it goes for, and 626 is the highest. So 437 is the lowest. Actually, it's even lower than that in some areas. It's as low as it can be, basically. Grain mill, I can sell there, I think. Can I sell the grain mill without owning it? I would hope. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how I'm going to do this here. Being that low and not getting that much and waiting a few months to get $200 per the extra per 1,000 liters may be worth it. We'll have to see how many liters I get left with. If it's not a whole lot, then I'll probably just sell it. But I'm going to need about $6,000 to harvest our sorghum field. Like I said, I need to lease the header, and also I need to lease a trailer. Unless one comes up for sale in the store that I can buy, but I'm not going to have that much money. We're going to have about $35,000 in the bank account, something like that. And if I buy the silo, then I'll have less. Yeah, I'm just juggling the money right now is what we're doing. But recently we did buy the harvester. That's where a lot of our money went recently. And also we bought a forage wagon as well. And we needed the forage wagon to pick up our grass off our field so we can make silage. We just got to get the money coming back in. And of course, we will have a greenhouse that's making us some money overnight. Not a whole lot. But it is something. It may offset the property maintenance fee that we always get. Gotta love that property maintenance fee. I don't know what we're maintaining in our own properties, but we're maintaining it somehow. Alright, let me go ahead and get the rest of this field harvested. It's not going to take me too long. Then we'll figure out what to do with the leftover grain, if there is any, but I assume there will be. And then we'll collect on the contracts, and then we should be done for the month. There is only one other contract currently that I have not done. It is a cultivating contract, but I don't feel like doing it. By the time I borrow the equipment on it, I'm not going to get paid that much. So it's one of those things like it's probably not worth my time for the money I'm going to get on it. And I don't have a cultivator. And I don't plan on getting a cultivator because we direct drill all of our fields. So we won't need one. Let's dump that grain on in. Alright, I'll see you in just a few minutes. And we'll see. I don't think I'll have a full trailer, but it'll be pretty close to full. So we need about 9% more on this delivery for the contract. And I got 15,000 liters of oats in here, so we'll see what we get. I think I'm just going to go ahead and sell the oats. Just thinking about it, I mean, if I do keep the oats, it'll be $200 more in the fall, in the winter. Not the fall, but the winter. $200 more per 1,000. That means 5,000 liters. If I kept 5,000 liters, that's only $1,000 more. I mean, it's $1,000, yes, but I also don't have a place to put it, and really, I need the money now, so just go ahead and sell it. Alright, and this is where we got to deliver it to. I think this is the seed production facility. Let's go on in and see how much extra we get. That's a lot. I mean, $6,000. I mean, we are on hard economy, and that's a lot of extra grain off of that field. That is pretty darn good. Let me jump out of there. So that's going to help us out quite a bit. I need to go into contracts. So this one is completed. So we're collecting that. Oh, that is 9,200. Okay, that was better than I thought. And this one here is the one, yeah, I couldn't deliver it to it, but let's go ahead and cancel that, and it's worth 20 grand. Failed. Not going to charge me for, they're going to charge me for the missing crops? Because I deleted them off the field. There's no way I deleted $33,000 worth of crops off of that field. All right. Well, I can't deliver them to where they wanted me to. Well, I can't. How is this going to go? I can't collect on it. Oh, this is going to be a mess financially. How am I going to solve this? All right. Hang on a second. Minus 33,000. Oh, and I don't have no way. All right. 33,520. Hang on a second. 33,520. I'll just do it this way. Why make it complicated? 33,520. 33,520. Add that money. That gets us back to where we were. All right. And then, yes, because I just sold the oats. That's why we're up to 8,000 or whatever. And then I completed that contract for field number 26. That was 9,000. So yeah, it would be at 17. So I just, because I didn't take that grain. And now we got to put the money in for the contract as well, which was 20 grand. That should be correct. That should be roughly where we should be. Right in there. All right. So 37,967 is where we are at. Boy, that was kind of messy. Thank you for the easier developer mod to put that in. I mean, there's other ways to put it in too, but so be it. So yeah, last time I was over here at the grain mill trying to find the interactive zone marker to buy the grain mill. But to buy the grain mill, you got to buy the land and then you get the grain mill. Simple as that. And I think I told you. I think it's like 60 grand for the grain mill. as you guys told me, that we have to buy the land and they'll give you the grain mill. And yeah, 60,407 is what it cost. But while I'm here, I think there was only one, like I said, I don't think any other contracts came up. Yeah, that one there, I'd have to borrow it. Not worth my time. So we are going to teleport back to the farmyard. Oh, and I left my beacons on apparently on the Voltra. Let's turn those off. So all my equipment is back here. We are good to go. Oh, the only thing I haven't checked is on the store page, on the sell page. Yeah, nothing new there. Oh, I should also mention, because I've used this equipment quite often, but now it is on the mod hub. The Mark Thor root crop harvester is now on the mod hub for all platforms, I do believe. So you can see the Pterodos multi-fruit harvester. The only thing that's different from when I was using from his link before to now where it's on the mod hub is the wide headers I was using. I don't see them on here. So if I go like sugarcane technologies, you can see the headers for the sugarcane for the harvester. They're all 5.4 meter wide, but working speed is 12 miles an hour, 24 miles an hour, or you know, if you're in a hurry, 62 miles an hour. So yeah, it makes up for not being able to be 3 wide. So if you're interested in getting that, like I said, that is available for all platforms. If you got the Platinum expansion with the carrots, parsnips, and red beets, that is what you want right there, the Mark Thor root crop harvester, because you got to come to the beet section to buy the harvester. If you go here, I don't have it activated because American Falls is still not compatible yet with the vegetables, but it is available for all of them. So you'd have to go down for the headers. We'll see them down here. We'll see the carrots and parsnips, and also if we go up to, if you're looking for them, you got to go to beet technology. Where's the beet technology? Up here. And that's where you find the headers for the parsnips and the red beets in there. So that's where you can find it. So it makes your life a little bit easier. Speaking of making my life a little bit easier, yeah, let's just go ahead and sleep until the next day. I'm not going to wait around to see what contracts may appear. It's 1 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so not much time left in the day anyways. I was looking around. I did notice field number 1, which is like one of the biggest fields on the map, is a potato field, and that's going to be ready for harvest. That's going to be a big contract. I don't think I want to do it. But let's see what we got here. Some cultivating ones, some harvesting ones. There is a plowing contract. Yes, I will take that one. Accept it. Yeah, so not much here currently. A sowing contract, but I don't have a drill anyways. Is my field ready? That's the question. Field number 40. That's what we're looking for. Field number 40 is ready for harvest, so we can harvest our sorghum today. Hooray. Our grass field, of course, we just cut that, so that's going to be a moment. I do want to see, how did our silage silo do overnight? All right, it's getting through it. So that's not a fast processing kind of a thing. So, I mean, it is kind of nice to have. I'll get, you know, I don't have to compact it to get silage. But if I were to put it into a silo bunker, which we did have, I could have compacted it, covered it, and this month it would have been all ready to go. But we're not in a rush for it, so that's a good thing. Store page, anything for sale? Mowers, but it's only the butterfly, and I don't think the coon mowers can do a swath, which they cannot. So that's not going to help us out. And there is a trailer. Oh, okay. That's only it only takes that's a manure spreader. I thought it was a trailer, but it's a manure spreader. All right, so that's not going to help us out. We need to go in here and get ourselves our header for the day. I should be able to afford it now. The case 45 footer. Yep, that's what we're looking for. Lease it for 4,500. Yep, to do one field. I know it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, and we do need ourselves a grain trailer. I think I was looking at these earlier, and I think this is our best option right here, because we are leasing it. It holds 12.6 thousand liters, which is pretty much what our combine's going to hold. And I need something cheap. Lease it for 1,000. Yes. All right, what we're going to do is, I said about 6 grand, so 5,500. We'll take the Landini on down. We'll grab the header. We'll bring it back to the field. There's our combine. That trailer you see right behind us, that's a forage wagon, so I can't put that crop into there. But we'll bring the header up. We'll get ready to start harvesting our field. And then I'll probably just put it on a worker for the time being while I take the Landini back on down to grab the grain trailer. We are going to be buying a silo today because all this sorghum is being put into storage for the chickens, which we will get very shortly because we got feed for them. Well, we will have feed for them. Just got to start the harvest first. Well, let's just go ahead and drop off the header right here. And we'll spin this around and we'll go into the farmyard and grab the plow. I didn't even see what field I accepted the contract in. I just saw the price. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. But we'll get a worker on plowing that while we're harvesting that field, and the Valtra can go on down and grab, whoops, the plow is over here. The Valtra can go grab the trailer, and that should be able to handle it because it's only going to be 12,500 liters that's going to be on there. Where is the contract that I'm doing? Plow field number 22. Well, that's not going to be too far from here, I don't think. Where's field number 22? Actually, it is quite a ways away from here. Alright. Let me go down and wait, what kind of a field is it? Oh, that field there. I think a worker should be able to manage it. So let me get on down there and we'll see if Francine, whoever wants to take over the job, but I'll get them started on that so I can collect on some money. I'll probably be done harvesting this field, though, before they get done plowing this field. But let me go get a worker started off in there, and we'll grab our case combine, and we'll put that to use. It is going to be a little bit worn because we bought it used. I really don't have the means to repair it. Either a workshop, I have to go back down to the store to fix it, or the money. It's going to be kind of expensive. And since we only got one harvest this year, I'm not going to worry that much about it. The header should be pretty good because we leased it. I assume the header is at 100% working condition. But yeah, I'll see you in just a moment after I get a worker off plowing field number 22. Well, Frank decided to show up, so he's down there plowing field number 22, and he's getting along rather well. I'm already back here with the Valtra and the Kloss trailer that we're going to be using. And he's about a quarter of the way done, apparently, 25% done in plowing that field. I'm just going to go ahead and park this right over here. Yep, there he goes. Let's grab our combine. Full of fuel, and it's about 50%, so it's not worn down that much. It does have 42 hours on it. And in the distant future, and I do mean distant, at least I think it will be distant, that is when we'll probably trade in the combine and maybe change it out for something else. Let's go ahead and unfold this, but I mean, this is a pretty darn good combine to be starting out as, and I think we got it like 60% off is what we got it for. Oh, because I'm not even lined up close enough. I mean, I was thinking, that should fit, man. Don't do this to me. Let's put that on down. Turn on the header. We'll take off some shrubs with us. And this should yield rather well. Of course, we did the soil sampling. We did the lime spreading. We got full of fertilizer. I think the yield should be... does it tell us here? I kind of forgot what the expected yield should be. Is it going to be here? Or is it here? I can't remember. Here? Yeah, expected yield potential 112%. I think we're better than that, but like I always say, you get what you get. And what we're going to get is some chickens here. Chickens and ducks, by the way, we should be getting. I don't know how much the pen holds. So all depends on how much they hold is how many we get. I'd like to get maybe like 10% of what it can hold and let the birds just reproduce on their own. I mean, birds and ducks are cheap to begin with. Cheap, 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 cheap. Yeah. But if they do hold a lot, I don't want to put too much in there because I want to make sure that we got enough feed for them, because this is what we're going to get. All that beautiful sorghum being harvested. And of course, we have no weeds either. This will also help out our money situation in other ways, because it should raise our precision farming environmental score up quite a bit. Because now that we're harvesting, it's going to register the pH value and the nitrogen value to almost 100% on this field. So I think we were sitting at like a score, maybe a 77. I think we had an 8% bonus. We now may get like a 12 or 13% bonus by the time it's all said and done. I did not realize that this field, that this part of the field here was that hilly. And I am trying to save up some money to buy another field. I don't think I'll have enough money to buy a field this fall that has a crop in it ready for harvest. That would be the best way to get it, because the field prices don't change with the condition of the field. So whether the field is bare, just harvested, or it's got a crop that's been fully fertilized, ready to be harvested, the price of the field's the same. So it would be good to be able to buy a field that's ready for harvest. But as we know, the farmland around here is not really the cheapest. And the one I'm looking to buy is like $170,000. So I'm a little short. Just a little short. But we have two fields of our own. Of course, the one we're harvesting, and right across over there is our grass field. I think that's our grass field right over there. Is it not? Is there a field in between? Okay, so that's not our field right there. It's a field on the other side of that field. And I know I say this often, but I get people saying you went right past a collectible here or there, and I just reminded me of that because there's one just to our left over here. I don't really collect the collectibles. Unless it's in the way, I won't collect it. Just not something I do. So I know we were kind of hurting on money, and people were like, oh, you got a collectible there, and you got a collectible there. Yeah, I don't collect those. Kind of like on Oceanside Forest, where I was expanding a field and I found the two pieces of cheese together. I collected them just to get them off my field, but then I reimbursed the money right back. Because those pieces of cheese in Oceanside Forest go for $1 million a piece. So this is going to be a good harvest. We didn't even get around the field. And we got ourselves a full combine. Yep, we got right into the correct tractor. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some chickens right away. Frank is going to town on that field. I thought I was going to be done harvesting before he got that field finished, but yeah, thank you for Courseplay getting a course done on that field, because of all the way the fields are here on American Falls with the I don't want to call them drainage trenches. I forgot what they're called. But it's one of those fields that has the little lines going through it of grass and whatnot. I will turn off my combine because that's our fuel we'll be wasting while I'm over at the farmyard. Or can I get some more in there? I say we go over and get the chickens up and running just to see what we're dealing with. Turn that off for now. Because this is our field. I got this month and next month to harvest it. So I don't have to go and get it all done. And I'm not selling the crop right away either. So it's not a rush. Yeah, it looks like I really probably should be using the Landini to haul this grain around. I mean, the Voltra is hurting a little bit on the repair status, I know. So maybe I'll have to put a little repair shop up here. I think someone did mention there is a repair shop in the original farmyard I was looking at buying, which was across from the mobile home. I probably can't see it because I don't have access to opening up the doors to the sheds. So there's probably, like someone said, a workshop. They didn't say there probably is. They said there is a workshop in there. So, but I mean, in the meantime, I'm going to need one up here because going all the way down to the store, I mean, yeah, it takes about a minute and a half to get on down there driving. But I think if we put ourselves like a little toolbox up here or something like that, that way we can fix our tractors on up. So I got a decent amount of money now. And the one thing I don't know, because it's been a while, and every map and every pen is different, but is sorghum a crop I can feed to these pigs? Not that I'm going to get pigs this year at all. Not anywhere close ready for pigs. Well, so how do I actually get into feed the chickens? I just got to go around, I guess. Feed trough is actually in here. I don't know what side of the feed trough I need to be on. Let me turn on the interactive zone markers because I got to find the trigger also for buying the chickens. Alright, so let's come to here. The chickens and some ducks, right? So, like always, we're going with one male to begin with. Well, sorry. I want the young male. Sorry, yep, sorry, that's what we want. Oh, so it only holds 30. All right, that's fine. We'll just go with the one male, and then you know what? Let's go with. We'll just buy them outright because they're only $1, and that way we get what we get. So I want 14 females. And then we, for the ducks, wait. One small male duckling. Actually, let me click on the females first because it already says 14 there. Make sure I'm buying the right amount. Yes. And then the male. And we can only get one. There. So I spent $30. So we're all set. So they're not going to take much food. Pretty plain and simple. We got enough. If it's more than that, I'll be shocked, right? So we're not going to be making a whole bunch of money from eggs and such from the chickens and ducks. But they're here. Like I said, we're on American Falls. We don't really have any set goals or anything. It's just to come on here, farm, and have free fun, if you will. You know, Goldcrest, we had a little bit of stress of trying to get the equipment only from the youth section. Oceanside, it's like we got to feed 10,000 birds, so let's get going on that. Here, I'm not really focusing on anything. Yes, I've been talking about the pigs, but it's not like I'm going to rush into them. I'm going to wait until we're ready for them. Just coming out here and just do some random things once in a while. Alright, so now we need a silo because I'm not selling, unless the sorghum price today is somehow fabulous, which I doubt it's going to be. Now I should come up here. Oh, it doesn't show the sorghum because it's in my storage. It's in a trailer. Sorghum. There you are. Yeah, I think it's, yeah, everything's gonna be like, well, it's crap, basically. All right, let me go ahead and where do I want to? I mean, do I want to put it here next to that shed? All right, I may need to move these. I don't know if you could actually 850 kilograms. I don't think I could drag that across the ground. Not really pick it up, but I'm just trying to drag it across the ground. I'm trying to keep a little bit realistically here. Maybe I could drag 850 kilograms across. I'm not too sure. Get them under cover. All right, so the silo, of course, is on the cheap end. It's from Omatana, but at least the silo, I do believe, is going to house all of the grain. Let's see here. Do I want to put it there next to... Or is it going to be like out in the yard too much? I think we're going to stick it over here. Wait, do I own this land over here? Trying to figure out where I want to put this. Or do I just put it over here? It's going to allow me to place that anywhere? That doesn't seem right. I think I decided on over here. Right, that's where it's going. Let's go to landscaping, painting. Okay, so it's actually the gravel. Gotcha. And that looks good. There, that looks good. And I think that will work. Interactive zone markers, we can turn those back off. But that does bring us down to 23,000, but now we got ourselves a silo. And the vulture is saying, yeah, I don't really want to be hauling around too much grain in this. And eventually, once we get around to buying the other farmyards, those do have silos on them also. So this silo here will probably just have the feed for the chickens and the pigs. And the other ones will have the feed, of course, for the animals that are going to those farmyards as well. So I do believe I got active the calculator for yearly food. So the chickens only need, we're just going to say 5,000 liters of food for the year. I mean, it's only 30, well, the chickens, the birds. The birds need 5,000 liters. So the rest of the sorghum can be sold. And we're going to have lots of it to sell in the wintertime. And that'll be a good amount of money coming in. And of course, we're going to have the silage to sell by then as well, I hope. It's fermenting the silage slowly, but it's getting there. Just shoot straight across. Not quite. Wait for the car to go by. There you go. I haven't checked on Frank. I don't know if he's still going down there or not. Looks like he is. Let me just go ahead and park this right here. And then if I do this. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more sorghum harvested. So I'll definitely be using the Landini once he gets done plowing up that field. I didn't check. What is this hole for crop? Is it 12,000? I use so much different kind of like mods and such. Harvesters, where is the case that we're using? I think it's this one that we're using. Yes, this one does hold 14.4. Alright, so we got about 14,000 liters of sorghum off the field already. And I know you have one headland done, so I'm probably going to get maybe like 3 more combine loads off this field. Possibly. And it shouldn't take me more than an hour to harvest this field because I am leasing the header. But maybe by next year we'll have our own. This header brand new cost $89,000. But definitely, I think our next purchase will be to buy some more land. The mowers, I can still lease those, because that's not too expensive. But getting more land, because that's where we can make our money off of. Just look at this field right here, how much we're going to make off this field in our first season. So I probably should start thinking what I want to plant in here for next year. So obviously we don't need a whole bunch of grain for the chickens. But we are going to start setting up for pigs. Corn, I do believe, is going to be their main food that they need. But we don't have a corn header. But then again, we don't actually have a regular grain trailer header. So I had to lease that anyways. And I don't have either drill or a planter. Something to think about, because the fall planting season is upon us. Next month, I do believe. Actually, it could even be going on right now. Yeah, I think it is going on, because there's a couple contracts for planting. Look at that. Already our second combine is sorghum. This is going to be a good winter already for us. I'm getting more off here than I thought I was going to. And I don't need to be having much food for the chickens. I'm going to turn the Valtra tractor off. I don't know how the rental fee goes on the trailers for the hour meter, because maybe it goes, I'm thinking it goes by, I don't know how it goes by, honestly, because there's not a motor on there like a tractor or a combine lets you know you got an hour on it. And a combine and a tractor, if you turn the engine off, the meter stops on the time usage on the lease. So I don't know how trailers are actually used in that sense. Let's go ahead and let's go find out how Frank is doing. We'll finish up this field here so we can collect on it. Actually, it may technically be done. So I would like the Landini back at the farm to move the grain trailer around, because the Vulture was just, it was doing it as we saw, but it wasn't too happy with it. All right, Frank, you didn't miss some pieces around here. What do I need to do to finish this up? Or did you finish it up, but I just don't know about it? Let's see. We are, well, 99% done. Somehow. I think I'll have to jump onto my American Falls test map and look at the grain mill. Not because of the issue that I just dealt with, but if I'm going to have that much sorghum, maybe it'd be better if I bought the grain mill and made flour out of it. Because being 60,000, I'm not too far off of that. Because we're bringing in 6,200 right now. Harvesting oats and sorghum. Yeah, I just don't think I want to do those contracts. I have the equipment to do it, but I am leasing the header, so if I go harvest these fields, I probably will go over the hour, and making the money off the fields won't be, I mean, it's okay, and I'm not going to get that much extra crop off of them. The one field I was kind of interested to see how much the contract is going to be. Oh, and it is ready. Field number 1 for potatoes. That is a big field. I don't know how much they're going to pay to do that contract. I am kind of curious, though, if that contract does come up, because we can do that with the Mark Thor, right? Yes. So if I come in here, if I hit lease, it's only $10,000 to lease this. in the condition that it's in. No upgrades. Capacity is 60,000. Yada yada. Oh, but I don't have a trailer to transport the potatoes around. Yeah. But you know what? It's probably going to come up. I'm going to see a contract for like 60 or 70 grand. And I'm going to be like, I got to do it because it's 60 or 70 grand. And I'll find a way to try to get it done. But I'll figure it out all later on. But we're back up to $30,000 again as we keep teetering back and forth here. But we're doing well, and we're going to be making a good amount of money off that sorghum. It's just a matter of, do I buy the grain mill? Can I make sorghum flour? I don't know if I can or cannot. You never know with modded maps and modded buildings. I have no idea. I get so confused of what was base game and what's been modded. But I'm pretty sure someone will tell me down the comments below as well. So 60,000, and then if I do make the flour with it, would it be ready by November? That's the question, because November is the best time to sell flour, right? Do I have that correct anyways? Oh, and someone did tell me where the wood was. There is a wood spot on here to see when to sell wood. Flour. I should be looking at it somewhere soon. Flour. January is the best time to sell it. So, yeah. I need about another 30 grand to be able to buy that. Buy the mill and make flour if I want to. But anyways, I'm going to bring back the Landini. I'm going to put the plow away, swap tractors, put the Landini on the trailer. I'm going to get a little bit of the harvesting done, but we'll finish up the rest of our sorghum harvest at the beginning of next episode, and also keep track of what else is going around here in American Falls to figure out what contracts I want to do, because we still got to work for others. We don't have enough of our own fields yet to keep ourselves busy throughout the year. And money-wise, we'll be making some, but we need to make this a little bit more, as I said. But we got ourselves our chickens and our ducks. The birds are here, but it's not going to be, it's not a 100-bird pen or a 200-bird pen. It's a 30-bird pen. So, yeah, we're not going to get a whole bunch from them. But you know what? It's going to be fun. And that's the whole part of just a easy-going Let's Play here on American Falls. And that will do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you again right here in American Falls. But until then, have a good one.